Good evening, and thanks so much for joining me for tonight's bedtime movie. I'm Kimberly, October's bedtime movie girl. Tonight, I'm thrilled to present the Academy Award-winning film All About Eve, starring Betty Davis and George Sanders. And while Betty Davis may have the eyes, I've got the look. So don't go away. I'll be back shortly.
All right, folks. Welcome to Dave TV for Saturday, the 5th of November, 2011. We posted a picture of the ghost host on Channel 45, so now we thought we'd have a little more about George Lewis.
Well, we started Captain Chesapeake the second day that Channel 45 was on the air. The only reason it was the second day is because it was a Sunday when we went on the air, which was April 7th of 71. The management at Channel 45 had the idea they wanted to do some kind of a young people's program and call it Captain Chesapeake. Now, I had been doing a very similar show in another market, so it was a matter of bringing my sea monster to the Chesapeake Bay, Monkey the Sea Monster, and making him feel at home here. And we practically did pretty much the same show, only from the Chesapeake Bay. Of course, everybody here is so water-oriented, and it's a shame not to be with, 10,000 miles of coastline in Maryland. So it was just a natural to do a water-oriented program.
Why did Stevie...
Okay, folks, and watch this.
See, he was really a sight. He swam and swam till he thought he'd die, when a wondrous sight appeared to his eye. A derelict boat that saved his life and put an end to his watery strife.
Ahoy, crew members! Welcome aboard! This is Captain Chesapeake, and right now, let's start the fun!
Okay, folks, and of course, all of you know, they really didn't do that on the Chesapeake Bay. That's the intro was done. But, oh, look at this. Ghost host intro. Let's try this. Watch this.
Good evening. This is your guest, inviting you to watch, if you dare. Basil Rathbone, Nigel Bruce, Hugh Herbert and Alan Ladd, in the Black Cat.
Now, wasn't George Lewis both the ghost host and Captain Chesapeake? Kind of like the Dick Dizell guy for Channel 20 here in Washington. They had the same guy doing both. I don't know. I just so many cool things. Look at this. WNUV Channel 54. What is this? Baltimore sign-off. Okay, so the old movie ends. We're doing some Baltimore memories today. Now, that first thing we saw was actually a station out of Pittsburgh with their sexy 1985 movie introduction there. I think WPTT in Pittsburgh. Then we watched Captain Chesapeake there. Used to do the afternoon cartoon show on Channel 45. And then we did some ghost host there, which I think is George Lewis too, isn't it? Same guy? I don't know. And we're going to catch a Channel 54 sign-off here from Channel WNUV there in Baltimore. It looks like it was taped from somebody's home here. Let's take a look and see what this looks like. Just kind of putzing around on the internet today. pet of the day, kitty, and look at that.
WNUV TV, Baltimore 54. This concludes another broadcast day on WNUV TV 54. TV 54 is owned and operated by New Vision Incorporated and licensed by the Federal Communications Commission to operate on Channel 54 between 710 and 716 megahertz. WNUV TV's offices and studios are located at 3001 Druid Park Drive in Baltimore, with transmitting facilities located at 2038 Powers Lane in Catonsville. Be here again tomorrow at 7 a.m. for more of the finest in independent television programming. Good evening.
Back in the day when TV stations actually signed off, now they're on 24/7. So that's some cool stuff there. Anyhow, so there a couple interesting things. We have a nice little ghost host postery thing today on DCRTV. So there, some more memories today. We're going to do these occasionally. TV dinners and other media munchies came out in what is this, mid-'80s, right? Recipes for various Washington broadcast community people. And today's is going to be Tom Gager, Florida's key lime pie. There's Tom Gager. Yeah, Tom. Okay, here's what Tom Gager joined WMAL in 1968 and has filled the midday slot since 1970. A native of Florida, he worked there and in North Carolina before coming to Washington. He's a licensed pilot and flies Mooney, I guess that's his plane, on the weekends. So his key lime pie, basically, should I go through this whole thing? It's a terrific pie. Serves 6 to 8. Anyhow, I don't know. There's the recipe. Hit the freeze frame button on your thing, and you can there's like 2 cups of whatever and eggs, and then there's more of it up here, and then see if you can see that there. Cool Whip, blah blah blah. Put it in a bowl. Chill until served. Blah 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 blah. Anyhow, Tom Gager there. Yeah. Okay, Tom. Very cool. And some stuff from the DCRTV Library here. We brought a nostalgia bent today because it's a Saturday and it's a weekend. How about this? The Tube. Yeah, a nice history here of television, actually. Quite a good little book here. Lots of pictures in it about some of the classic TV people. Basically on the engineering side of things. One of the first television images ever transmitted of Felix the Cat there. So some very cool stuff. Mr. Farnsworth. Yeah, some very cool stuff. So anyhow, Mr. Zworkin there, one of the TV inventors. So that's a cool little book. And from the library, we've got Empire of the Air. Really cool thing. PBS aired a very nice series of this a while back, which may still be available on DVD. So check this out. Gosh, no pictures in here, are there? Yeah, there are. Oh, yeah. Lee DeForest, Edward Armstrong, guy who was quoted with David Sarnoff. Remember David Sarnoff there? Head of RCA. Lots of very cool. There's Edwin Armstrong climbing up his tower. There, over there on the Palisades there across from New York City over in Jersey. Really nice book. Really cool thing. Ken Burns, that's right. Ken Burns did a nice little 2 or 3 hour series of this for PBS, and I think that's still available on DVD. And then, of course, there's always this. The guillotine. What? Oh, I don't know why I put... Oh. So I don't know how that got mixed in. And then, of course, there's this. Please Stand By, The Prehistory of Television by Michael Ritchie. And this is also a very nice book. There's a lot of cool things in it. The prehistory of television there. And some bathing beauties there from the early days of television. So very cool stuff there. And what is it? A few mesmeries. Yeah, I was going through some old boxes and I found this. Remember this? I remember WMRA, Something to Say, Not Something to Sell. This is the radio station at James Madison University. I used to work there back when I was in college, about 1980 or so. It was really funny, I was driving down Lawyers Road here in Reston the other day, and I just was listening to WETA, and I flipped the dial over from 90.9 to 90.7, and for about 2 minutes, WMRE came in nice and clear. South part of Reston, really weird. I don't know, some atmospherics there. Usually it's completely blasted away by WETA being on an adjacent channel. Remember this? Anybody remember 024/7 web radio? Weasel worked there for a while, I remember. He had a show on this thing. I doubt it's still around. And then we have a nice little postcard here I dug up out of the memory bank. Channel 56 WNVC. This is the goalpost tower there at the Beltway in I-66, which houses JFK's on this tower, and WMAL FM 105.9's on the tower too. And they're now channel 30, by the way, WNVC, but really channel 24. But there we go. The birth of a station, 1983. So there you go. Quite a while ago, huh? All right, folks. That's some nostalgia for today. Just thought we'd just focus on some cool memories today. Whatever. Have a good one. Have a good weekend. Enjoy this beautiful, cool autumn weather. I love it. Have a good one. Don't forget to stay tuned and cut